to the street and they answer 911 calls and they help to assist the police department. And so we're in all kinds of neighborhoods. We're in high crime neighborhoods, driving around at night, answering 911 calls and assisting the police department. And we want to make sure that everyone is aware that we have an excellent partnership with the police department, and often they call us and ask for our assistance, and we're always there to help and assist them.
That's why we got the best sheriff in the nation, right there in Baltimore, with our Sheriff John Anderson.
What are your numbers in your department, approximately?
So we are a small department. There's only 200 people in our fire department, and that includes the court security division, and we're responsible for all the court facilities. But we wanted to let your listeners know that when we're done with court, that's not all that we do. Our deputies are working overtime in order to assist the crime fight in the city. And assist the police department in answering calls. Wow. So we're putting out, for the past month or so during the holiday times, we put a deployment squad out, which has about 12 people and a supervisor into the neighborhoods. And they're out there for an 8-hour shift, and they're working, answering 911 calls and assisting the police department to patrol the neighborhood.
Wow. Don't surprise me at all. Does not surprise me at all. Right. Y'all on your JOB plus some. Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you for calling in to the sheriff. Much honor and respect, and a Happy New Year to all of you.
Thank you, Senator, and Happy New Year to you and your listeners.
Thank you very much. And John Anderson knows how to do it and do it right. All right, let's go and catch it with Ernest. Ernest, it's 9:46.
If I had to ask a question, I would ask them, when they assist the police in the 911 calls, do they make any offense reports? Do they had to file arrest, but do they make any reports? That's the thing that police have to serve. In reference to safe streets, Larry, if a bank is held up on Park Heights Avenue, say, do you think the bank manager's gonna call safe streets? If a person's house is broken late at night, do you think somebody's gonna call safe streets? What number would you call? Who's going to come to process the thing? That is oh, you had several police on earlier. I heard them. Nobody is calling safe streets. So that's a bunch of crap.
Well, what an organization like Safe Streets or similar can do is get into the trenches and maybe mediate some of these beasts and prevent some of them.
Let me talk to you, because Coach has never been a police.
But this is not about being a police officer, Ernest. This is about living in a town. Wait a minute. I listen to you, and please give me the same courtesy, and then I'll return it. All right, this is about... Are you going to listen? Listen to me, and I'll give you that courtesy as I did at first. This is not about who you gonna call. It's not Ghostbusters. But this is about having people that can get in the trenches where police officers can't mediate beefs. No, I've never been a police officer, but I have been in the trenches to prevent police officers from dealing with young people. That's what I've been, and I've witnessed it. It works. But if you don't think it works, then God bless you.
It worked, Coach. Well, I worked with young people, and I was a police officer.
It worked.
I worked in this. I worked in camps, the police board stuff camps, and all, and
they want to talk to Safe Street.
Different camps working with young people. Worked in the schools and everything. We patrolled schools at the time. They didn't have any school police, but working in the trenches. What does that mean?
Working
you never been a police. I never came across a Safe Streets person or no other person when I was responding to a serious call. When they shot up Mondawmin, then they had a lot of people in there. No Safe Street person responded. You remember that, Larry, when they shot up?
Ernest, that's a ridiculous statement, because that is a ridiculous statement.
When they stuck up the Franco Park Heights Avenue and killed a man in there, I responded. I didn't see nobody from Safe Street.
But that's not what they're supposed to do.
The man that shot up.
Okay, all right.
So if you never been a police, you don't know about police work. So stop getting involved in
Larry, I want him in a totally different room at that meeting. I don't want to be in his room.
I don't want to be in your room either.
Absolutely. So there's not an issue
I
there.
don't even know what kind of guy you are. So I don't.
Okay, well, hey, you know what?
I know
You don't know me, and I don't know you.
It's
Thanks for the
9:50.
call.
Let me get clocks on. I don't have much time, guys. Let me get
Safe
everybody
Street,
in.
let me
Got
tell
all
y'all
5
about
months
Safe
left.
Street,
And what
folks.
I can do it.
Safe Street can get in the trenches and talk to the youth
I go
and
hard,
talk
Richard.
to the people before they would do something. Safe Street can make them drop their gun. Safe Street can make them change their message. If they see a police, they're going to run and they ain't going to talk to the police. Safe Street is like a person like me can get in there, hey man, go to this, you got a lot to lose, you know?
Some of the programs that one of your earlier callers talked about, like the cadet program, and there were other programs that funneled young people straight from Baltimore City Public Schools into that department, paid them, kept them off the street and everything else under the sun. All of these were killed because the funding was taken away by the administration. So there were programs that did work. You have this community policing report. People have known that the numbers have been down in that police department for at least 2 to 3 years, Senator. Now, they know there are 9 police districts. They only have so many officers to work in each district. And you begin to get the people by retiring, and they're going to other different departments because they're paying them better, giving them more perks. And, you know, this is just the beginning. There will be going to be more leaving, and more people are getting very, very tired of working.
Oh my. Mark?
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Larry. I had to call, man, and I don't want to say no names, but I know y'all don't appreciate talking no callers, but sometimes these topics be so serious, man. You can't be calling in and arguing with Coach. You know, everybody got their own opinion, man, and I just want to say, Safe Streets really help in the community. I grew up in the East Baltimore community. I know that guys that work for Safe Streets and better in the streets. These guys better themselves while they was working on Safe Streets. One of my guys just got his degree that worked with Safe Streets. So you can't say these people that live in their own communities helping their communities is not helping. That don't even make sense. You know,
That's a kind statement.
And just to call in to start an argument with Coach every day, it really takes away from the show. It takes away from the show. You know, people out here really try to get a solution. So that's my comment, Coach.
It's 9:52. Let's go with Doc.
All right. The gentleman that you just called made you talk about Safe Streets in East Baltimore. Safe Streets 21217 has been a total failure. What they did unknowingly, you had people who created Safe Streets 21217 that only handled 1/2 of the zip code. What happened was homicides and violent crimes doubled in the zip code 21217 that they weren't covering. They were only covering a certain portion. So yes, it had some success in the immediate area that they covered, but in areas that I was the neighborhood president, our homicides doubled because they only covered one part. So all they did was push it from one part of 217 to the other one. It's a program that has great possibilities, but if you got a bunch of outside folks, just like David said, that don't look like us and don't live in our neighborhood, you're not going to have a successful Safe Street program unless you really have the community actively involved.
That's a good point, Doc.
Did I hear you say that you were formerly the president of it? I thought you still was.
No, I have moved on. I am now the CEO of the development part of the community. We are actually developing our own playground and park. I would love for you to come see it, Senator. Happy to say, Coach, you might like this. The funding that I got came from the governor and the lieutenant governor. We tore down one whole side of the 1500 block of McKean, and by April of this year, we may be the talk of Baltimore City, how you can tear down a blighted, drug-infested area and redevelop it. And I'm chair of the redevelopment of our community.
Okay, all right.
So Doc, you took your activist hat off and put your capitalist hat on.
Now, let me get Mark see up in here.
I ain't mad at you.
Mark?
Hey, how y'all doing, man?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I had to call too. Excuse me. Doc was talking about Safe Street. I know you had the brother on, Larry, from Safe Streets, and I did too. I had somebody on, and like Doc said, the program can be successful. I would like to see them meet. I would love to see it, but meet with somebody like Doc and some grassroots people along with boots on the ground, and the mayor, meeting with some of the grassroots people, and it was some other stuff I had to think about, but I'll think about it Sunday, Larry, when we talk to Mr. James. That's right, author of No Land, No Meal, No Freedom at 5 o'clock. Y'all take care.
Thank you very much, sir. Wow. Okay. It was interesting. Sometimes I think our producer says, "What in the heck am I coming in here an hour ahead of time?" And I give y'all 15, 20 stories, and we might get to a third of them. And then
it's better to want and not have than to have and not want.
Well, I agree, and he balances it out.
Have and want. So.
Yes. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to pick up on pieces we were not able to get to. I want to talk about the minimum wage in New York, which was increased to $11. We want to talk about the black teen who was slammed to the ground. The Texas Pool Party is now suing the ex-cop in the city for $5 million. I want to talk about the Chicago cop that was stripped of police powers after fatally shooting an unarmed man. And we're going to be talking about when dubbing goes wrong. Lawmaker's son gets punished for dabbing in photo. I don't know what the heck that is.
Dap is dapping, isn't it?
I'm looking at
it's a dance. It's more of you just gyrate, move your arm.
I see the old man in there trying to show me something.
But it's called dapping, right, James?
Oh, is that what he's doing? Okay. All right.
And then, Larry, if he gets too excited, then we can go to the story of, what is it? Classes for Black Love?
Oh, my goodness.
The Larry Morning Show.
I don't guess I'll be teaching that one.
No. We wanted it to be a successful
Good day,
course.
Baltimore.
And I will never get